I like Burger King. This is the Burger King that is on the south end of St. George, Utah, just off Bluff Street on Main Street. And I'm going to take you to a few others. This is another what used to be a Burger King. This is on St. George Boulevard, a block west of Interstate 15 in St. George, Utah. Let's see if we can find the other two I was going to talk about. This is another Burger King. This one is in Washington, Utah. I believe this is Telegraph Road, and less than a mile down the road is St. George, Utah. But I'm going to keep going. I'll do a map, show a map later, but just going to show you the few Burger Kings here. That last one, by the way, has only been closed for 2 or 3 months, maybe. Not very long. This is what was also a Burger King. This is on the side of a Chevron station right on State Route 9 in Hurricane, Utah. Basically, the Burger Kings that I've shown today are the ones that you would hit if you were coming north on I-15 towards Zions from Las Vegas or from Nevada. And none of them were right on an off-ramp, but both the ones in St. George and the one in Washington are within a half mile of a freeway on-ramp. And this one is right on the state road on the way to Zions, and it's closed. This one's been closed about 6 months. I believe that this one had to do with health code violation. Perhaps even the other one on the one that's closed in St. George. Both of the other two have, in the last year or two, been redone. But these two are closed. And it's actually kind of a bummer when you want to go and have a Burger King Junior breakfast burrito, and there's not one close by, so you can't get to it. I just thought I'd do this short video since I was driving around today and doing those, and mention the Burger King closures. 2 of 4 in approximately 40 or 25 to 30 mile drive, and 2 of the 4 are closed. But I just wanted to document that just because, I don't know, I like Burger King. And it's too bad that they didn't have one that had its own building somewhere in this area, so that there was parking and people could go to it that were traveling to the park without having to have the smell of gas and oil inside like this one always seemed to do. And this one also seemed to have a sewer smell as well. I picked up a new camera. This is a Nikon Coolpix A10. And this is the Nikon Coolpix L27 that I've had. There's the smiley. There's perhappz. Okay. Going to unbox this. And the reason I'm doing this is actually to show something. The return policy said I have to keep all this in case I ever want to return it. Everything has to be in the box. It has to be in the box. And it came with a pair of batteries and a cord like Mom's uses. Okay, now here's, like I said, the two cameras look identical. You can't tell anything different about these two cameras putting them side by side. At least I can't. This is the discontinued L27 that Mom and I bought them at Walmart, oh geez, 5 or 6 years ago. They had 2 of them, and I got one for myself and Mom got one. But those are that. And this is the new A10 that I got today. This is a $89 or $98 camera. But the thing is even the resolution on the camera and everything is the same. Okay, I'm still going to keep this camera. The problem is the guides for the lens coming out, they're not lining up properly, and so the gears don't mesh, so it doesn't always work. However, it does occasionally. I did the videos on the way home today about Burger King with that. So I am going to keep this. I'm putting, this is a micro SD card in an adapter for the standard SD. The batteries, I'm using rechargeables, and they're in that. That's the old camera with the perhappz camera right there. I'm actually going to, if I can find it, oh geez. Okay, I'm going to use these batteries. This camera is, to look in it, is identical. The memory card holder, the batteries, they all go in the same way. Well, let's look. It's the same camera. It's just they put a different name on it, and it's now more expensive. So, just to show you, I am going to keep this one, and I'm sure I'll probably still use it if I can. I'm currently using, this is Mom's camera here. But I just thought I'd show that because they're an identical camera. It's just that this one is 5 or 6 years old versus this one that was just purchased today. And this one was discontinued for $49 or $59, whereas this one was not, and it was $89 or $98. There is not a date of manufacture on the camera itself that I've been able to find. This one, however, maybe there's a date of manufacture. I'm not seeing any date of manufacture even on the box or on any of the paperwork that came with it. Just for curiosity's sake, I do still have the box that this camera came in. Just a note, I was talking about Burger King's today, and coming up from Las Vegas or Nevada, Arizona area, on the way to Zion National Park. And I did say Zion's. Yes, I know it's not Zion's, it's only Zion. And you know what? To me, it's all just a bunch of noise. Flip the Zion upside down. But it's interesting that 2 of the 4 Burger Kings between basically the state line and Zion National Park are now closed within the last 6 to 8 months on one, and the other one within 2 to 3 months. But I just thought I'd do this. I'm going to give Mom back her camera. I do appreciate her letting me use it. But I'm still going to keep this one, I'm sure, in my pocket. It's still got a 16 gigabyte memory card. I can take pictures if I can get that lens to work.